What is up, YouTube? It's Joe here today, and I don't know if you can tell this, but this is probably gonna be like the most worked up I have ever gotten in a video and the most energetic. Some of my videos I feel like are stilted and forced a little bit. This will not be that at all. This is gonna flow like crazy. I'm just gonna let everything out. What I think about this movie. I think it's a Pixar movie. It's called Onward, a new one coming in 2020, and I'm gonna pick apart this movie so hard. This is what I've been complaining about. Everything that's wrong with like Hollywood. This is just, oh my God, America, Jesus. Okay, just so you know, heads up, I'm not like trying to brown nose other countries like Japan or anything in this video, or not trying to be a weeb or anything. I'm gonna try my best at least, but if I start ranting about weeb stuff, but this main video is about a weeb topic. This movie is an absolute. I'm gonna throw it out there already. I don't know if you've seen trailers for it or the premise at all, but if you have ever seen Fullmetal Alchemist, even just a couple episodes, the first few episodes, you'll immediately know after watching the trailer of this and a couple episodes of Fullmetal Alchemist that this is a blatant ripoff of it. Alright, let me give you the summary if you don't know about Fullmetal Alchemist, aka the greatest anime of all time. The original, in my opinion. I haven't seen Brotherhood. I've seen a couple episodes of Brotherhood, but I'm gonna finish it one day. Two brothers, and um, their mom dies, right? So there's two brothers, the Elric brothers, and their mom dies, and they try to resurrect her through alchemy. Their dad was an alchemist, but he left, and so he wasn't there. So they're living on their own, and they want to bring their mother back through alchemy. But one of the laws of alchemy is equivalent exchange, and they cannot bring her back. Do this, and as naive children that they are, a massive taboo is human transmutation, which is bringing things back through alchemy, and they try to transmute her back to life, but they fail, and they end up creating a chimera of her that they kill, which turns, well, no, they don't kill her. It turns into a homunculi, and just watch the show. Just watch the show. The premise is basically there's two brothers and they're trying to bring their mom back to life. And after they fail, the older brother, Edward Elric, he loses his arm and his leg, and his other brother, younger brother, Alphonse Elric, he loses his entire body. But he, Edward is able to like seal his soul into a suit of armor, and that's about all you need to know. Is that there's two brothers going on a fetch quest for this thing called the Philosopher's Stone, and using alchemy, which is like the opposite of magic, essentially, a super science, if you will, to bring their mother back to life. Now let's look at the premise and the trailer of this movie. Two brothers without a father. Their father died, and they're trying to bring him back to life with magic, as you can see right here. If this doesn't look, this is an image from, if you look at the opening from the 2009 Brotherhood, Full Metal Alchemist, they're sitting under a tree like this, kind of like back to back, the backs in the tree, looking like this, exactly like this. So they took a still from the opening and recreated it, except Full Metal Alchemist did it way better, and is a beautiful, well-written story, and it's absolutely a masterpiece. Something as well written as Full Metal Alchemist, being adapted by American Hollywood elitists into this BS. I'm so enraged that people will watch this and see a premise to a story like this be handled so poorly. It's just, I cannot believe it. I haven't really even gotten to the meat of it. I mostly have just been talking about the premise of Full Metal Alchemist. But yeah, so basically they're trying to bring their father back through magic, and even magic can do other things in this world in the trailer, like but there is an equivalent exchange, so the world building is terrible, so it's just random magic, which that's total BS. Alchemy is cool because it has equivalent exchange to it, or what was trumped by the Philosopher's Stone. Uh, so it had logic, but this series has absolutely no logic. Like, I'm not saying it has to be completely logical, but at least make the logic in your universe logical, not just random magic because magic. So in other words, just complete BS. So they kind of, instead of using transmutation circles and stuff, they have these wands. So it's actually not a half bad idea. That's kind of cool. Except this movie's a blatant ripoff, and Full Metal Alchemist is such an original concept and idea. It takes a lot of different elements, but makes it into something very unique and interesting. And the writing is absolutely amazing in the show. It takes it has an amazing story with so many, especially in this movie. You can't condense something as an amazing as a story as like copy that, because it's obviously trying to be a Full Metal Alchemist ripoff. But you have to. It takes a long time to tell a story like that, and a fetch quest movie can be done well, but not like this. This is just look. This could have been an interesting concept, but it's just annoying that they're ripping off a Full Metal Alchemist. It could have been like done differently, but they're just tweaking a bunch of little things and adding all these bells and whistles and making it look very pretty to appeal to the general audience and to just get a quick buck, so they don't have to have any original ideas. Some weeb on the Pixar staff just stole this idea. Pixar, as we know, has been making terrible movies for a while now. And just Disney in general. I always loved DreamWorks movies way more than Disney movies. Only a few Disney movies. I can think of Hunchback of Notre Dame was a masterpiece. Lion King was very good. You know, you get stuff like this out there. There's other things. I'm not going to mention them here. Don't want this video to go over. But it's just a Full Metal Alchemist ripoff. Just watch Full Metal Alchemist and then you'll get it. It's an amazing series. This is just stupid. This is just idiotic. This is painful. This is they're using so that one they got like their father's legs and they're trying to bring them back. It's kind of like how they do with the homunculi to get rid of the it takes so many elements from it, but I already know it's gonna be trash. The character designs look butt ugly. I hate the things with the pointy ears and the really. It's such a look at just what he's wearing. You know the red the red jacket that Edward always wore, and then there's the bigger, beefier older brother. You know, like to Alphonse kind of build in the suit. You know, it's the metal armor. So it's just stupid, man. It's just painful to watch, and it got me so aggravated. I'm not the only one that thinks this either, by far. I scrolled down through the comments, and there was a lot of jokes thrown around, like, oh, 2 minutes in, and I thought they were going to use transmutation circles. And I'm thinking the same damn thing. This is such a Fullmetal Alchemist ripoff. I'm glad I found out about this. I would have not found it out as soon as this. I was watching another video about Soul, which also looks like a horrendous movie. A lot of people are saying that too. The first like minute into the trailer of Soul, which is really good. It seems really interesting, like a grounded to reality, and then it turns into like a Inside Out a clone, and it's just BS. It just looks terrible. I'm gonna watch it, of course, but not going in thinking much at all. It looks like it's trash. Um, yeah, but this movie's an absolute. I have no remorse for calling this absolute garbage or a clone, because I just know it will be. I know these kind of things. Um, like, why does American Hollywood have ran out of all original ideas, all good ideas, and they have to steal from a good medium for the most part, and something as amazing, my favorite anime of all time, actually, Full Metal Alchemist. That's the only anime on my anime list. You can go there. They're the only one that I gave a 10. So this really hits home for me, and it really pisses me off. But you know, the world's not fair sometimes. Sometimes you get fucked over, and you get your brilliant masterpiece of a show ruined into this thing. I don't even want to look at it or talk about it. It just looks, the character designs look ugly. The story's stupid. It's a rip off. It's a way stupider version of Full Metal Alchemist. Anyway, just that's all you need to know about this terrible movie. Support it if you want. I'll go and see and tell you guys about it. But if you would rather, don't support this garbage. Yeah. So disappointed in Hollywood and America, but I can't say that I am not surprised. Peace out, guys.